Hey guys, it's so great to see you all. Thank you for joining me at my table. Okay, I'm excited because I finally got like a little get up together. But today, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna let the music guide us. I've been listening to a lot of independent music and whatnot lately, just trying to really clear my head and stay positive, of course. Sorry if it's loud. Um, This is going to be for Pisces. We're going to look at what you guys need to be aware of for the next 2 weeks. And it's more of like a soul journey of where you are now, where you're going, or what you're coming up against. Because, new levels, new devils. There's so many different things that, can come up into play and whatnot. I'm Pisces moon, and there have been like a lot of like supernatural things that have kind of been going on, and have really required a lot of adjustment, thinking, and just being okay with being different, or what they call Sookie Stackhouse, weird, like, no, a freak. So, not saying that we're freaks or anything. Those of us who can, see a little bit more than others can, or a little bit more tapped in. Y'all know that's a choice, and at that point, that is the choice. It becomes a lifestyle, right, Pisces? So this is for you all. This is the Beyond Lemuria deck, and basically, you just take a look at these pictures. Ooh. Bam. All right. This is the violet flame. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusory constructs, and become empowered beings. Life presents more opportunities to grow than before. Your sensitivity will be heightened, so it may be harder to spend time in places with certain energies. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy field? A routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibrational high, and help you to see through illusions that block or disorient. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance. And that, I guess, what I want to say to you all is, in looking at this card, embody it and feel it, and you take from it what your own intuition, gives you to work with as how you see this. But I was feeling this week. I used words like depleted, a word like fatigue was used, diminished, need to re-energize. I was saying all those things because I felt those things in me, but I didn't understand, how to get back to it. Like, yes, I can go sit out in the sun, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I can go take my shower, but we live in a world where it's not the same, like, where there's trees and different things where you can just go and sit down and, or bask in the water. Like, everywhere, I live in a city, it's not like that. So I have to find other ways that I can recharge myself or recharge the energy, because even when it comes to, Pisces energy of being able to have that playful energy and that insight, that playfulness gives you the ability to create the pictures or the stories, you know what I'm saying, like these really illustrative stories, like if you're the book writer or if you're the content creator, basically. And in doing that, it's almost like, I lost my train of thought, and I don't want to lose it because it was good. I'm sorry. When you have control over, like, the illusions can't trick you. So when you already know the game, when you already know what it is, you already know how to play it, you already done been a construct of it, you don't allow those things to blindside you. So if you don't clean your aura, if you don't clean your energy, if you don't clean those, stories or those images when you daydream, and take out the funky parts, and, cleanse it so the picture becomes better and better. Because remember, what you think and how you think is how that energy is projected and then thus creates the end product or the product that comes from it. So just take that in mind and however that benefits you. Okay? And then we have radical expansion. So these two cards probably more than likely connect. It could be that some of you are in this energy of the violet flame. Some of you are in this energy of the radical expansion. Some of you are in the energy of taking in both, like already ready to get into one and shift into the other. You know, this can go a few different ways. So you take this how you see fit. But the radical expansion, it is time for radical ways of being and thinking, and you can start by granting yourself the freedom and creativity to be you. Unleash your inner rainbow dragon and unapologetically claim your heart-based empowerment and radiantly unconventional gifts. You can be as big as your energy wants to be. Let go of limiting stories and take up all the space you need. Have fun unleashing who you are, as bold and radical as your ideas or offerings might be. They might be just what the world is waiting for, what the world wants. Be the masterpiece your soul always wanted to be. So, and we just talked about making those pictures, creating those stories in our minds, being able to daydream like about a whole nother life, or shifting in between different time zones. We know time is years, dates, minutes, seconds, hours. Time is so much bigger than just that. It's actually more fluid than anything. But when you can take out those parts that don't belong or remove yourself from around those energies that are blocking you from seeing the full vision, that's where that shift comes in, that expansion comes in. And as I think about it, it's kind of like I was reading this book about chakras and about it was the basics, understanding them, the history, but then it talked about how to open them, how to close them, also what to do as far as how to cleanse them. And you could get underneath a waterfall, let's say, but like I said, I live in a city, so it's more like getting underneath my shower head and letting the water flow over you, and you imagine each, the 7 main chakra points that we at least talk about, because it's more than that for those of you, what I'm saying, who are like, oh, it's only 7. No, there's more, but these are the 7 main ones that we focus on right here down our center where our alignment goes, or it happens at. And when you're in the shower, you're supposed to imagine the crystals, at your chakra points, any of the crystals that could belong to it, or colors or something like that. But the book was saying crystals, and what you do is imagine that waterfall, the water coming down, pouring over top of the crystals, or the chakra points going up and down your body. And as the water's coming down, you're like speaking or pushing positivity into those stones, and then you're saying that you want them cleansed, that you want energy to be removed from it, X, Y, and Z. And as you're doing it, you should see your chakras or your stones turning in like a clockwise way, or what I'm saying. And then maybe you could spin them, because I could spin them back and forth. I remember I could do it. And then one day when I was doing it, it was turning. And then when I was supposed to see around, as it turned, you're following. You at some point you connect more to it, and it's like your eyes are now part of the chakra, or you're sitting on it like a fly on the wall, and you're supposed to spin with it and see that water come down. But there was fog, and I couldn't see beyond the fog, and for a long time I felt super stuck, because I was like, yo, what's going on? I had a whole Kundalini effect. I done kind of sort of floated a little bit or something like that, where I was moving back and forth and swaying like a tantra. Like, how did this happen out of nowhere? Like, I seen spirits talk to me. I saw the words in my mind. So one thing I'm going to say is, don't get discouraged if that happens to you or it happened to you. It's just, you got to find out what is really plunging in, what's blocking, what's trying to hold control, what's trying to take over, what is trying to do. It's trying to emulate you or be you, and that's not your authentic self. It's not your authentic images. It's not the authentic story, So I would definitely say that the advice, for these next 2 weeks is to do some cleansing of the inner child, some cleansing of the inner soul, cleansing of your home, cleansing of if you use tools, different I was about to say majestic, mystical tools. You know, like I have cards here. As you can see, this smoke is blowing all through it. To me, I'm cleansing this energy energetically right here for you. Now, what can you do for you? How can you help yourself out? If you have to remove something, remove it. And pink may be a significant color to you all because I keep looking to the middle. My ring light is giving off this pink color, and oh, that, yeah, no, yeah, it's giving off this pink color, and I'm just like, what's going on? So that's my advice, you know, for you guys for the next 2 weeks. Bring out that violet flame to allow for that radical expansion. You want to grow, you want to blossom, right? You don't want to stand still, you don't want to be stagnant. We all have different desires and things that we're looking into, don't we? Thank you for joining me, Anomaly.